is indeed a pleasure to welcome you here on behalf of the Umista and all of the people that the Umista represents. The Kwakwaka'wakw.
Let me tell you what an honor it is to be in this place today. To Sarah Holland, to Claus, to Martin Roth, to Consul General Sitz, the place speaks to us. The notion that we will share those exchanges, build those memories, have that legacy for all time is hugely important. The world is getting smaller each and every year. Why not art? Why not something that speaks to us, that defines us as we go forward? So it's an honor on behalf of the province of British Columbia to be here.
What an amazingly cool idea this is. And it does definitely put Alert Bay and the Kwakwaka'wakw on the map in Germany, and it puts Dresden and Germany on the map here in our beautiful territory. And I certainly look forward to hearing about the cultural exchange, and certainly look forward to more of these exchanges, because when we exchange our culture, we exchange our identity, and we share our stories and our history, and the world becomes a bit closer. So, thank you for having us here.
What we have in common with Umista is the experiences that all of our families have been put through, and we have collectively tried to work together to bring everything back.
I'm the mayor of Port McNeill, which is the next biggest town, next most important town to Alert Bay on Vancouver Island. I've spent many weekends living in Alert Bay with friends of mine here, and it has been a great pleasure for me over the years to see myself from Ireland, ich bin Irlander, and myself from Ireland actually working day by day with the people here in Alert Bay. Our communities are working well together, and as Mayor Barry has outlined, we work very well with our Namgis relatives and friends, and we will continue to do so long into the future.
Thank you, Jerry. That's the first time I've heard Kwakwaka'wakw with an Irish accent.
Deputy Speaker, Consul General, Mayors, this is a very important day for us. We never made an experiment like that. And it's, I will never forget that day when our colleague came into my office and said, there's an unbelievable exhibition on Alert Bay. I've seen it. It was the ambassador to Berlin from Canada invited a group of curators coming to BC. And I knew a little bit that collection. I said, just forget it. Our colleague is Claus. Just forget it, I think it will never work. And he was really excited, and he came back 2 weeks later with this smile in his face. I will never forget that. And this smile said everything. It was like, here we are. He talked to Andrea, and I had the chance to talk to Andrea as well. And it's so sad that she couldn't be here today. I think we should dedicate that exhibition and that day to her. She was unbelievable, the way she received us, that ideas, that exchange, that helped us a lot.
The idea for this project came to my mind several years ago when I stood with them one night in Mexico, and they drink corn beer and dance and so on, corn beer, and when everything was dark, and so I found out that everyone looked the same. I found out my people from my classroom hundreds of years ago, and in this moment I found that we are very much the same, but we are very different also. And this is the prime idea, not to smoothen the differences of our two cultures, but to open a dialogue. This is something for the future, as Martin already said. And I think we can continue with that in future time. And thank you, Sarah, for this presentation. And it's not easy, you know. We struggled to find the same language, even if we speak English and so. But we have different notions, different ideas, theories, different ancestors, and so we have to find similar texts and so on. With this we struggled about 2 years, and I'm happy to do this exhibit in memoriam of Andrea Samuel. Thank you.
Ola Kuyala Motmalima. Gela Kessler, Gela Kessler, Gela Kessler. For all of you Kwakwaka'wakw speakers, pardon my terrible accent. I've tried my best. It is a delight to welcome all of you today to join us, and it's a privilege to speak in this magnificent kiutsi. And it is an honor to greet you as on behalf of the Umista Cultural Society. I think of Umista as a small museum with big dreams. And you know, if I was to say to someone I had a vision of Saxon treasures, fine porcelain and muskets, and Kwakwaka'wakw mass, it would sound like I was talking about a dream. So I wanted to say thank you to you all for sharing in this collective dream.
Has welcomed you into our magnificent big house. Grateful to the people and welcoming the people that have traveled apart to be here. Grateful to our old people who have stood strong to keep our culture alive and the return of our artifacts to our cultural center. We're grateful to see our young people who are part of Staatliche cultural group that are determined to keep our songs and our dances alive.
As you know, in history, it's the basis of who we are when we know where we come from. And all our lives growing up, it was our grandparents who instilled the pride inside us to know that we were Numkis, to know that we were Kwakwaka'wakw. And that's what we do, why we do the things we do today.
Yeah, during the communist rule. Sorry. Fantastic. That's the only thing I know.
So you see these people? These are, yeah.
Da müssen wir bitte gucken, dass es wie aussieht, wie wenn es halt
buying cars and stuff.
It was given by the emperor, so they were going around to get support.
I see the one that Montreal fan by default, my dad's can imagine their conversations there.
Yes, I can imagine. It's dangerous. These seven rulers of German territories carrying different regalia. So one can see they never really get it. They had it only in their coat of arms, included, so in their crest, but not in reality. And